What's up, everybody? On a podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about where is Mixtape? What's going on with this game? Now, look, I think the easy answer, and I'll say it right away in this video, is I just feel the game has been delayed internally. Look, I always bring up the big three, even though, I mean, they are big to me, but they might not be big to the larger world. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Mouse PI for Hire, Mixtape, okay? All three are very interesting to me. I'm going to get all of them day one. I'm very excited to play them. I've covered them, all that jazz. They have a lot of things in common, but they're also games that up until a certain point did not have a release date for 2025, even though they were supposed to come out in 2025. So in fact, within 24 hours, we found out that Mouse PI for Hire was delayed from late this year to early next year. Now, at the time you guys are seeing this video, the date might actually be given. When I'm recording it, it has not, just so we're kind of all clear. And then Marvel Cosmic Invasion, within 24 hours of that, actually got a date, December 1st. So everything, two of those three games have somewhat resolutions, and they actually both pose, I think, like the outcome that's possible. So moving into Mixtape, right? I think both of those other two games are the two paths forward. At this point, we are so far in the year that a release date for Mixtape would mean December. And I think Marvel actually proved that, right? Because it's like, all right, you could release it like a week or two from now, but normally, in fact, I'd say 99 out of 100 times, games do not announce the date for like a week later or 2 weeks later. They give multi-months, right? And again, Marvel Cosmic Invasion did it, gave about, what, a month and a half kind of notice? So you would expect the same thing for Mixtape. Mixtape at this point, to me, would probably have to be the last like game of note to come out in 2025. Right now it's Marvel, and then it's Metroid, I think like 2-3 days later, and then that's it. Really, December 4th, I think, is Metroid 4, and then the year is pretty much over, Game Awards, all that jazz. So Mixtape would have to come out, maybe middle of December, because games don't come out at the end, right? Once it gets really to like December 12th through 15th, somewhere in that range, that middle week, there's no games that come out beyond that. DLC, nothing like that, okay? So Marvel is the way to go in terms of, okay, if Mixtape gets a date, when would it be? It has to be December. And then Mouse PI is kind of the opposite side of things, right? If it doesn't get a date, or we go another 2-3 weeks, it's getting pushed. It's not coming out Christmas. It's not going to come out a week from now. It would have to come out then in early 2026, which there's a lot of games in early 2026, but that's not a big deal. And I believe we just got a trailer for this around Summer Game Fest-ish period, around this past June. I believe we've gotten like two, what you would consider major trailers for this game. One last June, or June, let's say 2024, when they first announced the game, and then this past year, or the year that I guess we're currently in. So, I mean, they're staying consistent. It's not like the game is maybe delayed for like 2-3 years, but, it's really, of my list, and I have a list actually that I write down and I keep note of, it is the only game or the last game that doesn't have that date. So just wanted to kind of make a standalone video. I'm super pumped for it. I think the art style is amazing. Just even in the trailers, by the way, we see so many kind of smaller gameplay segments, like little mini game type thing. I think the game might have like a better than anticipated kind of gameplay loop, or just like things to do in it, while also hopefully telling a pretty darn cool story. The visuals are really awesome. And then, of course, the music, right? The music is the really, really big part of the game. I always bring it up. Like, Smashing Pumpkins are my favorite band of all time. They're in it. That's an immediate grab for me. But the entire list of musicians, holy God, it's going to have quite the soundtrack. And not just soundtrack, but it's going to play into what they're actually, because I think it's, listening to a lot of music as they're going out for this, like, one last time together. So I think it's going to be very integral in the story as well. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.